Let's unpack this. We are diving headfirst into what feels like a new phase in the browser wars. We're looking beyond the usual suspects, Chrome and Firefox,
Yeah, absolutely.
and focusing on three really interesting contenders that are, genuinely shaking things up. Zen, Arc, and Vivaldi.
Right. And our mission today, really, is to cut through the noise for you. We've boiled down the identity, the tech underneath Chromium or not, and, crucially, the trade-offs for each. The goal is you walk away knowing which one might actually fit what you need, away from all the tech hype.
Okay, let's start with the idealists, maybe. Zen, launched just this July 2024. It's framing itself as the open source alternative to Arc's whole productivity angle.
Exactly. And the big technical difference, the real hook, is it runs on Firefox's Gecko engine,
Right.
which means, and this is key for some people, absolutely zero Google code.
That's a huge selling point for privacy folks.
Definitely. And Zen brings some neat productivity tricks, too. Things like vertical tab, split view, and this thing called Zen Glance.
Oh, yeah, I read about that. Previewing links.
Exactly. Without actually opening a new tab.
Yeah.
Saves time, saves resources. And early users are saying it runs cooler on MacBooks, uses less memory than Arc, which is interesting.
But, okay, here's the catch, right? It's always something with newcomers. Zen is still beta,
Very much so.
and it's maintained by, well, essentially one developer. That sounds precarious, even for open source.
It's a massive single point of failure, potentially. Yeah. And there's the extension issue. If you rely heavily on Chrome extensions,
Many won't work.
correct, especially those needing deep Chromium APIs, you might need manual workarounds, like for, say, auto-archiving tabs. It
Yeah.
requires more effort.
So the takeaway for you listening, Zen's the pick if you're a privacy purist dead set on avoiding Chromium.
Right.
But you have to be okay with adopting beta software knowing it's, well, evolving fast and maybe a bit fragile.
Precisely. Which brings us, quite neatly, to Arc. The contrast is stark.
Yeah, Arc. It was the golden child, the productivity darling. Atlassian bought them for, what, $610 million?
A staggering amount, yeah. They really did reimagine browser design, all built on Chromium, polished to a shine.
But then, here's where it gets really interesting. August 2024, the security drama hit.
Oh, yeah. Our researcher found a pretty severe vulnerability. It was related to how they'd configured Firebase.
What could it do?
Potentially allow attackers to execute code in other users' browsers,
Yeah.
which is, really bad.
Yikes. They patched it fast, though, right?
In a day, yeah.
Yeah.
But the incident sort of exposed some deeper architectural questions, I think.
And the company's reaction was drastic.
Completely transformative. They basically halted all new feature development for Arc. Just stopped.
Pivoted everything to their new AI browser project.
That's right. DIA, the Discovery and Intelligence Agent, that's their focus now.
Wow.
So Arc itself, it's effectively in long-term maintenance mode.
Wow.
You get security patches, essential stuff. But innovation, ground to a halt. It's kind of wild from that $610 million darling to, well, a functional ghost ship in just months.
It's a serious reminder about hype versus fundamentals, isn't it? So if you're one of those productivity nerds who just loves Arc's workflow,
It still works beautifully, yeah.
but it's technologically frozen in time, basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Which, okay, flips the script entirely when we look at Vivaldi.
Ah, Vivaldi, the veteran.
Yeah.
Launched way back in 2015 from Opera's former CEO.
Right. Also Chromium-based, but its whole philosophy is different. It's built to include everything out of the box.
It's less a browser, more a productivity command center.
You could say that.
Yeah.
It's got built-in email, calendar, an RFS reader, ad blocker, tracker protection, split screens, really powerful tab stacking.
The customization is just insane.
It really is. And their privacy stance is strong, too. They state clearly, no tracking of browsing history, end-to-end encryption for syncing data.
Blocks third-party cookies by default.
Yep. And they collect only minimal technical data, and even then they strip IP addresses. Pretty solid.
Okay, so what's the downside? There's usually a trade-off.
The main one people report is that it can feel a bit heavy. All those features, all that customization. It might feel slower than leaner browsers on some systems,
Makes sense.
but hey, they've been perfecting this everything-included approach for almost a decade now.
Right, 9 years of refinement.
So what does this all mean? Let's try and tie it together.
Okay, you've got Zen, the idealistic, non-Google newcomer, still finding its feet.
Yep. Then Arc, the super polished, once celebrated browser, now kind of on autopilot in maintenance mode.
And Vivaldi, the feature-packed veteran, the king of customization, quietly doing its thing.
Exactly. And maybe the final thought for you to chew on is this. Forget asking which one is objectively best.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, maybe consider the trade-off Arc's situation highlights. Is a secure, stable browser that works reliably but won't innovate anymore, is that actually more dependable for you day to day?
Compared to, say, an ambitious but maybe slightly risky beta like Zen.
Precisely. It forces you to think about what kind of reliability you truly need versus chasing the newest thing.
Yeah.
Where do you draw that line?